What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm sorry, guys, I had to take a little hiatus again. Work, other projects, buying new toys. All right, listen, I'm in the process of doing a few other things, of making another channel. I got a couple of Instagram pages going. I've just been so tied up in my weather here in South Florida. If you don't believe me, I'm gonna show you right now. Watch this. Those are not clear skies, guys. I know it might look a little different on camera than what it is in real life, but it's horrible out there. It rains almost every day. The riding days for me down here, there's bike nights on Wednesday. There's another bike night on Tuesday, but it's a little too far for me. I work every day. I'm a 9-to-5 type guy, Monday through Friday. So I'll either try and take a Saturday and get on a bike. It's hard to film a lot of the times because I have, just like I said, I just have so many different things going on at this specific time. It will lighten up soon though, because I'll be able to settle everything down and, you know, shoot straight and get my videos back out there. So let me show you what I've been working on. I know you guys probably ain't into this, but this is something that's been just taking so much of my time lately, and I've been just having to put in work. I've been having to go out of town. I've been having to do a lot of things to get this thing running right. So watch this. All right, this is my 2020 GSXR 1000. I know you guys know that I do drag race. This is a track bike only. This is something that, you know, is still one of my hobbies. I love to do it. I wish I could break away from it, but the furthest I can get from it is just taking it strictly to the track. There's the bike, and we bought a new tow vehicle. I have not gotten into this too much, but this is a 2020 Ram. It's not Dodge anymore. I almost forgot. It's not Dodge anymore. It's a 2020 Ram 2500. Yes, it has the Cummins. Yes, it's fully loaded. It's a Laramie. It's got all that for you guys who are Dodge guys. I just got rid of a Ford. Don't judge me. But back to the baby. Real quick, there will be a video coming soon. We did some music in it. It's a very lightweight setup on this bike right now. I have to go and get the music tuned. I got to get everything dialed in before I showcase it to you guys. I don't like to half step, so I would never bring something to you guys if it's not finished. But yeah, the bike still looks good. The bike's still clean. It was just filthy the other day. I washed it, cleaned it up, got it looking good. No water. No water. Yeah, I did leave a little bit of water. Don't worry. A little bit of water to break off the plastics, to break off the dirt and stuff like that, because I ended up taking the bike down a dirt road one day. Don't ask the questions. I don't even want to get into it. It wasn't my fault. But anyway, so did that, got everything cleaned up. So now I'm going to show you, and I want to go over something with you guys that I'm sure a lot of guys just don't know about. And I think I have a little bit of knowledge because I do it a lot. And when I say I do it a lot, I've done it a lot. I've done it often enough to know this is how it goes, okay? Now, you have a brand new bike, or you have one of those brand new engines. You did a big kit. You did something that requires you to break your engine back in. Now, when you have to break in an engine, there's Harley's way, and then there's my way. Well, my way doesn't it's totally opposite of Harley. All right, let me tell you what Harley tells you, and then let me tell you why I do what I do, how I do it, okay? So, remember, you got a... Turn you guys around, because I know you'd rather look at the bike than look at me. So, you got a brand new engine. These engines are very reliable, very durable, very... they take some abuse, man. They can take a beating, okay? These bikes can take a pounding, and they can get the miles up really quick. You know what I mean? Guys take these bikes through the desert. Guys take these bikes everywhere. Now, imagine this. Harley tells you you need to come back and see us after either 500 or 1,000 miles, because we need to do some checking up on your bike. Now, half of that's true, half of that's not true. They want your money, number one. But they do need to change your oil for you. Listen, if anything were to happen to your bike, you will want it to be within that first year when that warranty is still nice and crispy, so you don't have any issues with a back and forth with the dealership, right? All right, I'm the type of guy that if you give me something and you give me it on a warranty, I am definitely going to test that warranty. I'm not going to rag on my bike. I'm not going to beat on. I'm not going to abuse it. I know how to take care of it. But what I am going to do, I'm going to make sure I'm not going to have issues in a year and a half. Okay? Even if I don't put 5,000 miles on a bike in 1 year, I will have tested that bike to make sure it's not going to have to give me a warranty issue. Like, I will not take this bike to the dealership unless I really, really had to. That's just me. That's just why I like to play it. The dealership is there for very expensive fixes. Okay? I know a lot of guys buy the 2-year warranty. I said on my Instagram channel the other day, there's a Harley dealership, and I think they're in the Orlando area. They're called Space Coast Harley. They give you, check this out, this is crazy. They give you a warranty on your engine for the lifetime of the engine. All right, with that being said, how many miles can you put on a bike in a lifetime? You can put a lot of miles, because if you're a rider like that, you know you're doing at least 10, 20,000 miles in a year. These guys are giving you a lifetime warranty. That's when I said to myself, okay, these motors are tough as nails, as tough as I thought they were, because you can't deny these new motors. You can't deny them. That was one of the big reasons I got into it, and I think I told you guys that before. But watch this. Harley says 500 miles before you take it over 3,000 RPMs. I have a problem with that, but my problem's probably not what you're thinking it is. If you're a rider, this isn't your first bike, this isn't your first Harley, you don't need to wait that long. What they're doing is they're telling you don't hurt yourself. Get used to the bike first, scuff those tires, meaning get that film off the tires, get the nipples off, get the lines off the tires before you start taking turns, and gunning that bike. Okay? I suggest this. This is just me. I give race bikes, all my bikes, 10 heat cycles after a build. I do put the bikes under load. Okay? So that means if I'm down low on the RPMs, I might sting it, meaning I will put a lot of pressure on it for a second until it catches up, and then I get out of the gas. Okay? Once I see it catch itself back up and start to pull in the power, I get out of it. I'll do that RPM by RPM by RPM. Okay? It might only take me, a couple of days. Depending on what kind of rider you are, it is how long it's going to take you. If it matters to you, I've seen some guys take 2 identical motors and have to bake them in the same exact way, because they will do that for the consistency. If you're one of those guys that does laps on a track with a race bike, I'm just using for instance, you need both of those motors to be as consistent as possible, right? Have you ever seen a NASCAR go out there and put 500 miles on a motor? No, they will break those motors in. Once they're broken in, they're put to the side. They're ready to race, because I might have to swap an engine out in the middle of a race. All right, so with Harley, like I said, they want the 500 miles, then get the oil change. These bikes have break-in oil. That's what it's called. It's called break-in oil. It's basically not a very heavy oil. It's something that, has a lot of lubrication in it. It really gets in there, and it can handle some heat. But like I said, it's just for breaking in. They're not telling you to do 3,000 miles with it, right? They're telling you to do 500 to 1,000, depending on your dealership. That's all you're pretty much trying to get out of those oils. They're not a very expensive oil, and because they know it's coming out soon. Let me turn you guys around to the bike. I know you don't want to look at me. So, with that being said, 500 miles to 1,000 miles, you're taking the bike back in for service. You're getting that oil out. You're putting new oil in, and now it's time to beat on the bike. Now, if you see the difference, I would be the guy that says, okay, yeah, I would beat on it with good oil. Yes. My heat cycles, after I heat cycle a bike, I'm changing oil. The Harley, the Harley. I am up to 600 miles on my bike. Now, the reason why I'm up to 600 miles on my bike before I take it to the dealership is because I have a little noise in my motor. I'm not sure if it's a 114 that's why it makes the noise, or is it my bike specifically? My 107 didn't make this noise. The dealership actually told me. I took it to them. They heard the noise. They said, keep riding it. There's nothing wrong with it. They said, actually, if you can hear it with your helmet on, then you might have a problem. If not, you don't have a problem. Now, guess what? I'm about to show you. I'm about to let you see the noise. Like I said, guys, let's get this glare out the way. It's going to say 676 miles on it. Yep, there it is. Okay. Let her ride. Now, I'm going to try and get you in certain spots where I can hear it. Hopefully, you can hear it too. Hold on. Now, we do not hear it now. I know you don't hear it now, but watch this. Okay, so you heard it. It's a little rattling at the top, sound like something's fizzing down. I kind of think it's the oil that's in it. Doesn't have a lot of lubrication in it. Or it's some metal touching somewhere, maybe in the exhaust area. I'm definitely gonna let them do my first service. I didn't do that with my last bike. I didn't need to. I'm going to let them do the full service because I want them to go through my bike a little bit more. I'm going to make sure I tell them, hey, I'm hearing a little something. I'm uncomfortable with it. Can you check it? Use that warranty to the best you can, because that's what those warranties are for. I don't believe anything's wrong with my bike. Like I said, they told me if you don't hear it with a helmet on, it doesn't mean nothing. If you're not losing any power, it means nothing. And if you don't have a check engine light, it means nothing. That's just the way they sound. I believe it, but I always double check to be sure, okay? So my version of breaking in bikes, like I said, guys, is totally different from Harley's way. I feel like if you're already a rider, you could break it in a little tougher. If you're not quite the rider, this is your first bike, kind of listen to them. I would appreciate you guys to, listen to somebody who's been doing this for a long time, which was Harley, not me. But, if they're telling you to break it in that way and you're more comfortable with breaking it in that way, break it in that way. If you're one of those guys that, you're a little more skilled at, shifting gears and, really riding a bike and getting the RPMs up, breaking in a little tougher than just babying the miles. Test the bike out. Make sure everything's good with it before you start, really doing modifications to it and really, waiting years before you really start riding it a little tougher. But if you got any questions for me, guys, hit me down in the comment section. There's a lot of stuff I left out on this video, but hey, I always do. Just for you guys to hit me up and I can talk to you. We can have a little conversation. But if you got any comments, questions, concern, down in the comment section, I will keep my videos coming once again. We are doing some more modifications to the motorcycle. So see you soon. I have some videos coming shortly. Until the next time, peace.